It's Putnam County League versus the Western Buckeye League. It's Ottoville versus Ottawa-Glandorf. It's unbeaten versus once beaten. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lynn Passett. I'm joined by Scott Magg for this afternoon's girls contest, and this really should be an interesting contest of two teams that very well know each other.
Yeah, absolutely. The teams have been playing each other for quite some time. Both benches have some very, very experienced coaches on it, so again, I'm sure both teams know exactly what the other team's going to do before this game even gets started.
When you look at Ottawa-Glandorf, they're kind of a three-headed monster with Erfurt, Groothuis, and Kimmett. And then when you look at Ottoville, it's going to be a pair of twin sisters leading the way.
Absolutely. We'll start with the visiting Ottoville, Big Green, Lady Green, the Turban twins, Carly and Eric. A lot of those, they're going to, I think they just committed recently to Findlay University, where their brother also attends and plays basketball. So those two young ladies do a lot of things. They're going to have the ball in their hands a lot. They're going to be controlling the offense, getting some open shots for either each other or some other teammates. What Ottoville likes to do is like to spread it. They really play outside in. They shoot a lot of three-pointers, and they kind of like to control tempo. Ottawa-Glandorf, on the other hand, does the same thing, but they kind of go out, inside out, opposite kind of Ottoville. They want to control tempo with their defense. They play man-to-man, sometimes full court, sometimes half court, but they want to control tempo with their defense. And Ottoville wants to control tempo with the offense. So it's kind of like both teams want to do the same thing, but they go about it just a little bit different.
Ottoville is 5-0 in the PCL, 14-1 overall. Their only loss coming to Minster of the MAC conference. That was 36-32. Ottawa-Glandorf completely unbeaten, 6-0 in the WBL, 13-0 overall. And as you said, these two coaches know each other very well. Troy Yant at Ottawa-Glandorf and Vaughn Horseman at Ottoville.
Yeah, both been at it a long time. Vaughn was a really, really long JV coach, and when the legend Coach Clayman retired, he took over for him, and it's kind of been, when teams win, and a lot of that is they're not replacing coaches year after year after year, and both schools have some coaches that have been here a long time and got their program started the way they want it, and the girls come up and they know what they're doing, so consistency leads to success.
Well, we are set for the opening tip, and no surprise, Ottoville in their traveling green, Ottawa-Glandorf in their home whites, and we are underway here at Robert Herr Miller Gymnasium. No surprise, man-to-man defense being employed by Ottawa-Glandorf, and as you mentioned, Scott, they like to use that defense to throttle their offense.
Yes, they do, and just like that, it kind of overplay on the Turban, and she gets in there and gets it, and tightens right back quickly.
Offensive shootout to start the opening 25 seconds of this ball game, as it's Turban and then it's Kimmett scoring for OG. And now a travel. Nope, they're going to say She was knocked off balance out at the top of the key.
And Caitlin Groothuis kind of got a little bit too physical and bumped off Kester there a little bit and got whistled for the foul.
We talked about OG being a three-headed monster of Erfurt, Groothuis, and Kimmett. Erfurt 15 points a game, while Groothuis and Kimmett right around 11. So these two teams go about things a little differently offensively, but they will put the ball in the hole.
Kester.
A drive right there for Ottoville falls off the rim, and now a scurry for the basketball, and a jump ball is going to be called, and that will go to OG.
Good hustle. Kendall Schnipke there fighting for that loose ball.
This will be Kimmett tossing it inbounds against full court pressure, which is being employed man-to-man by Ottoville. They quickly break that down court. Driving baseline, and a nice move by Olivia Groothuis to get her first points of the ball game and a 4-2 lead for OG.
Tell you how wide open she was. She went baseline with her right hand, and she was still open, got to the rim.
Good defense employed here by the Titans. Schnipke having a hard time getting rid of the basketball, finally does, and now another tie-up will stay at the Ottoville end of the floor.
Yeah. I'm sure the Ottoville coaching staff want kind of Kendall Schnipke to like catch and square up to the basket. Like It's very difficult to make a pass with your back to the basket.
Nice job by the Green by passing the ball around the perimeter quickly, not holding on and dribbling. They're usually getting rid of it pretty quickly. 3-point shot on the way, and it's good. Brooklyn Kester.
Good job by Erica to set her up.
First turnover of the ball game for OG as they get a little sloppy against the full court pressure of the Ottoville team, and it's a substitution for OG. 5-4, Ottoville on top by a point.
And Megan Horseman comes in. She's kind of the defensive spark plug, and she draws Erica Turbin.
Carly Turbin out on top. Shot goes up by Brooklyn Kester, and she's got the hot hand. Back-to-back field goals for her, and it's a 7-4 Ottoville lead. OG being pestered and hounded by this Ottoville full court pressure. Nice pass down inside. Shot won't fall for Kimmett, and back we go the other way.
Yeah. I'm sure Coach Yant was like, Titans have made 4 possessions, and probably one of their better players, Carson Erford, hasn't touched the basketball yet. So I look for the Titans to run something for her this next possession. Gracie Lammers checks in for the Titans.
Kester out on top. Good looking strong defense again by OG, shutting down the baseline that time as Kester wanted to try and drive. Turnwald out on top. Inside we go, nice pass, and a reverse layup shot by Turbin won't fall, and the rebound comes off to OG.
Good position there by Carly to get, the pass to her, but she just couldn't finish it. Good position.
We've played 3 minutes here in this opening quarter. Nice drive to the hoop that time as Erford went a little off balance and couldn't get it to fall. Nice. Quickly the other way. Turbin gets it to fall for her first field goal of the afternoon. And Ottoville, the Big Green, on top 9-4 to open up this contest.
Just kind of playing just a step quicker than the Titans. That'll
nice
help.
Shot from the corner, and finally they get Carson Erford involved with the offense. Each team with a 3 on their ledger now, and it's 9-7 Big Green. Host of subs getting ready to check in for Ottoville on the next dead ball as they whip it around the perimeter.
Yeah, I just think the way both teams play so hard offensively and defensively, they're going to have to use their bench.
Carly Turbin, her second field goal of the afternoon. She's got 4, and it's an 11-7 lead for Ottoville.
I'm sure Coach Ant's going to talk about this, about how they're getting beat with their strong hand. If they're going to get beat off the dribble, they want to get beat with an offhand, and Ottoville's been doing a pretty good job tonight beating teams with their right hand, at least the Titans.
Erford now getting strongly involved. She's got 5, and it's an 11-9 lead. Just seems like OG is a little sloppy, and it's because of that pace being picked up by Ottoville's defense.
Yeah, and Ottoville's doing a pretty good job. They're backdoor cutting because they're taking advantage of this Titans full court or half court pressure defense, and they're just kind of slipping and going to the basket as missed the basket there.
Turnwald couldn't get it to fall. Lid on the hoop for her. Down the other way, the Titans go for 3, won't fall. Big Green quickly pushing it into the corner. Shot on the way from 3, and it's good. Carly Turbin, and that's another Northwest Ohio recycling 3-point shot.
Great pass by Kate Turnwald to push it up the floor and hit a shooter right in the hands. Kimmett answers back.
Long 3 that time by Caitlin Kimmett. Each team now with a pair of trays on the scoring ledger.
It's so hard to defend when you dribble and you rotate straight behind it. It's very difficult for the defense to rotate over, and Caitlin Kimmett was right behind Gracie Lammers on that penetration. Knew right where to go to get an open jumper.
2.5 minutes to play in this opening quarter. 14-12, Ottoville being patient this time down the floor offensively. They work it inside, and the shot falls for Carly Turbin. She's got 9 of their 16.
Coach Turbin on the bench is not happy with Kate Turnwald. She didn't get back, and he was not happy.
Erford wants to drive, dishes,
Nice
job of finding the open player. Shot goes up and in for Caitlin Kimmett. She gets the foul to fall with the bucket.
Yes, good pass. Carson understands, right? She goes down the lane. She knows somebody's going to be there to come up, maybe 1 or 2, and she kept her head up and made a nice pass to Kimmett, who also made a great catch there in traffic.
Wholesale substitutions coming in for both teams here as the pace has been pretty quick up and down the floor in this opening 8 minutes. Free throw by Kimmett is good. She now has 8 to lead OG in scoring. OG falling back into defensive pressure. They've now switched to a zone. It looks like well, now they are still man-to-man.
Yeah, I just think they're confusing who they were kind of switching, didn't know who they had.
Nice feed inside for Schnipke, and
kind of lost control of the basketball there, didn't she?
Yep, first turnover of the ball game against Ottoville. Each team now with 1. Long full court pass. I believe that's going to go off OG. That'll be their second turnover.
I think Liv did a great job there. She tried to tip it out in front, but unfortunately for her, it just kind of went farther ahead of her than she anticipated and went out of bounds. She wasn't able to catch up to it. Smart thinking there by her. Titans looks like it's in a zone here.
Last year, these two teams played in Ottoville. Titans won it 47-38. And as we mentioned earlier, OG unbeaten thus far. Only 1 loss for Ottoville. That a 4-point loss to Minster. Good defense again by the OG Lady Titans. Turbin out top. Just over a minute to play, opening quarter. And there's a kicked ball by OG. It'll stay with Ottoville.
Carly's instructing Miller where to cut because she was open, and she didn't see the same thing as Carly did. She's like, cut here, right here, you're wide open.
Carly to her sister Erica. Around the outside perimeter we go. Open 3-point shot on the way by Langels won't fall. Offensive rebound on the floor and picked up by Turbin. 45 seconds remaining now in this opening quarter.
Erica.
Another 3 attempt, rattles the rim and falls to OG, and they quickly go the opposite direction, knocked out of bounds.
Yep, good job.
Should stay with OG, and it does.
Good hustle by Erica to get back to knock that one out of the bounds, or they were going to have Kimmett was going to be the receiving ends of another easy basket there.
16-15, Big Green over the Lady Titans. 31.5 to play here in this opening quarter. You would expect that OG will hang on to it for the last shot unless they get something wide open. They'll feed it to Kimmett. Turnaround jumper in the paint. It goes. She's got 10 of their 17 to lead all scorers. Big Green looking now for the last shot of the quarter. She stepped on the sidelines.
Sure did.
Turnover again against Ottoville, their second of this opening stanza.
Good help by Liv Grodhouse to come up and help and cause Kester to kind of throw a pass a little bit farther wide than she really wanted to.
Driving the distance in and out, and the second shot is after the buzzer that time for OG's Carly Brinkman. And we played one, 17-16, the unbeaten OG Lady Titans by a point. Back out to Robert Hermiller Gymnasium here in Ottawa as the Lady Titans lead Ottoville 17-16 at the end of one quarter. And our scoreboard being brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Lynn Passett and Scott Magg along with you here from Ottawa-Glandorf High School. Titans in control to begin this second quarter, and a nice drive to the hoop and in for Carly Brinkman, her first field goal of the half.
Kind of in the last couple of possessions, Carly's looked to really attack the glass, and she had that runner right at the end of the quarter, and right there, got to the rim. Good job by Carly.
Titans open up their biggest lead of the ball game at 19-16. Kind of feels like OG is starting to get their footing now and starting to get some penetration, and then when OG collapses and gives help, they dish off.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of getting someone better shot as Carly gets in there, and I think it's going to be a foul on Liv.
Yeah, Carly Turbin with a nice running scoop shot from inside the key. She draws the foul against OG. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Ten points now for Carly Turbin. She leads Ottoville in scoring. Kimmett leads OG in scoring with 10 as well. 19-18, here come the Titans. Out on top.
Being aggressive there, Caitlin Kimmett put the ball hard right hand, just didn't come away with the basket there.
Ottoville hitting the boards, and they'll she wanted to throw it into the corner. A Titan jumped into the passing lane. That was Carly Brinkman, and she said, I either throw it or I travel. Either way, it's going to be a turnover. Yeah. 3 turnovers against Ottoville. And this is Brinkman. OG turns it over as they set a screen for Kimmett inside, and she actually was rotating to go set a screen and didn't see the pass coming her way. Three-pointer on the way for Brooklyn Kester. She's got her second three of the afternoon. She's got 8, and it's a 21-19 Ottoville lead. But right back comes OG. Carly Brinkman.
Aggressive to the rim.
21-21 tie. We've got a foul called inside against the Lady Titans. Might be Kimmett.
No, I think that's on Liv Grodhaus. Be a second. Probably gonna come out here. Looks like Greta Liebrecht's gonna check in for the first time, probably for Grodhaus. Yep, that is correct.
Ottoville swinging it around the perimeter. Now the three-point shot goes up and no good by Kester. Rebound goes out of bounds to the Lady Titans.
Kind of a tough shot there by Kester there. That was step back. Brooklyn, it's a very difficult shot for her.
Brinkman out on top.
Ottoville kind of in a 3-2 zone. Kind of got the Titans confused here a little bit.
Nice pass inside to Kimmett. She gets stripped of the basketball and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with OG.
Good job by Paige Turnwald to slide down from her top position to kind of knock that off. And luckily for the Titans, that didn't go off Caitlin Kimmett's leg to out of bounds.
Three-point shot that time for OG. Megan Horseman, she's got her first field goal of the afternoon, and it's 24-21. Turbin trying to find somebody, cutting to the hole. Take it back out on top to Turnwald. Erica Turbin. Back to Turnwald.
Nice move.
Very nice move inside. Paige Turnwald. Her first field goal, 24-23. Kind of a back and forth ball game this afternoon.
Kind of morphed into a 1-3-1 this time now.
Yep.
So the change in defense trying to give the Titans different looks as Turnwald Kate got her hand in there and tried to nick it away.
Yep, she was able to flip it, but she also got a lot of body with that flip as well. So good call by the Stripes. First team foul against Ottoville here in the second quarter. So it'll just stay OG basketball with Brinkman tossing inbounds under the hoop. Out on top it goes to Erford. She'll find a shot she likes, in and out. Nice rebound by OG, put back up no good. And they'll kick it back out, and this will be over and back. If Erford decides to touch it, she doesn't, and it'll just be a turnover against OG.
And Caitlin Grotehouse was kind of in no man's land and tried to throw it out there. Unfortunately for her, it went a little bit too high.
Yep, she did a great job of following her own shot, but then she just kind of, the trees had her surrounded.
Yeah.
Turnwald picks up her dribble.
Carly did such a good job to get back to Carly Turbin, who was open there. She sprinted back to get to her. That's a heck of a defense by Carly.
Turnwald dishes it off to Turbin. Back out on top. Her sister will fire, and she's got three.
Times kind of scramble there. Carly fell down a little bit, and everybody had to cover up for her, and they were kind of scrambling. Left Erica wide open for that three.
Fourth three-point shot of the afternoon for Ottoville, and right back comes Kaylin Grotehouse for two. We're tied at 26-26. Ottoville continuing to be patient. Nice move to the hole. Shot goes up, no good that time. Ottawa-Glandorf had it pretty well diagnosed defensively as Turnwald had the open look but was a little off balance. And a timeout now being taken by Ottoville. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:36 remaining in the first half. We're tied at 26. Lynn Passett, Scott Mag with you from Ottawa-Glandorf High School. 26-26, 3:36 left in the opening half. Ottoville with the basketball under their own hoop, and they'll quickly move it around the perimeter, looking for that open outside shot. Turbin down on the baseline, turnaround jumper off glass, and she gets it to fall.
It's a very, very tough shot. Kind of like an old man game, right? Backed her down, turnaround jumper. Good job by Carly.
13 points now for Carly to lead all scorers. Going baseline OG, nothing is there.
Might have got away with the travel there.
Now the three-pointer goes up, no good. Rebound comes off to the big green, and they'll force it the other direction. Open three. It's good. That three-pointer sponsored by Northwest Ohio Recycling in Pandora, paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, and scrap iron and scrap cars. Give them a call, 384-3392.
2-3 by Ottoville. Kind of.
Well, you kind of touched upon it in our opening statements. They like to start it from the outside, hitting the threes and working it inside, and they're making good use of that three-point stripe.
And again, the girls are running down to spots. It was amazing to see Erica sprint to that corner, and they just threw it ahead, and she got a wide open shot.
Erford dishes off, and now a three-pointer comes right back to Grotehouse the opposite direction, and that's another Northwest Ohio Recycling three-point shot.
Kessler, the runner.
Can't find anything, and that air ball is picked up quickly by OG, and they're going to hustle it the other direction. Erford kicking it back out on top. This is Grotehouse inside. Shot up and in for Caitlin Kimmich. She was silent for a while. That's her first field goal of the second quarter. She's got 12, 31-31.
It's kind of like a heavyweight battle here. Both teams sending out haymakers, and each one answers. It's quite enjoyable.
Two very well-coached and well-disciplined teams, and they are hitting their shots for the most part. Another three-pointer for OG, won't fall, and Ottoville comes down with the offensive rebound.
Ooh, got lucky.
Yep, looked like it could have been a body foul. Shot up and in.
Riley Wertenberger.
33-31. Everybody's getting involved here. 3-point shot now for OG, and it's good. And this is Kaylin Grodhouse once again. Another three-pointer on the Northwest Ohio Recycling three-point scoreboard. Out of Pandora, again paying top dollar for aluminum, copper, brass, and scrap iron. 34-33, final 39 seconds of the opening half. OG with a 1-point lead until now, as right back comes Jocelyn Langels.
Titans maybe hold for the last one. There's like 5 girls at the on the scores table. I tell you, every dead ball, there's usually a slew of subs coming in because the girls are playing so hard. Now Ottoville's a little bit confused, not knowing who they had. They left Megan Horseman wide open there, and unfortunately for the Titans, they didn't find her.
Ottoville doing a great job on this young lady, Carson Erford. Air ball goes up, lands on the line, out of bounds to Ottoville. Carson only has 5 in this opening half.
Kind of tired and kind of forced that one a little bit, pulled back. That's why it's a little bit short. Again, she didn't get
2 seconds remaining in the opening half. Ottoville can't get it up. They do catch it before it goes out of bounds, and the running shot goes up and almost went in for Erica Turbin. We have played one half here in Ottawa. Ottoville on top 35-34, and we're back with more on WOSN right after this. Lynn Passett and Scott Magg with you here at Ottawa-Glandorf High School. It's halftime, 35-34. Ottoville on top by just a single point, and the game statistics are just as close as that 1-point score.
Yeah, so we'll start with the visitors from Ottoville. From 3-point, they're 5 for 8 for 63%. From twos, they're 9 of 17 for 53%. Put that all together, 56% they're shooting. They have 3 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, 3 turnovers, and are 2 of 2 from the foul line. I'm not repeating myself, but OG is next. They are also 5 for 8 for 63%. They're 9 of 16 for 56%. 2 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, 4 turnovers, and they're 1 for 1 from the foul line. For difference of the difference, only difference is 1 foul shot. That's why we're down 1. Both teams shooting at over 55%.
Kimmett with a strong defensive rebound off the missed shot by Kendall Schnipke, and back the other way go the Titans. Offensive rebound for OG. Kimmett will put it up. No, it won't fall, but the foul is there.
Again, I kind of would have liked her to put the ball on the floor, get a couple more dribbles to the basket, and then she got bailed out by Kendall Schnipke.
And this will be a Wapakoneta Ford free throw for Kimmett, and it's good. Wapakoneta Ford, view their new and pre-owned inventory at wapakonetaford.net or visit at 613 North Dixie Highway in Wapakoneta. 1 out of 2 for Kimmett, but the offensive rebound is taken away by Erford, and she's going to reset the offense out top. She was kind of quiet, Carson, with only 5 points in that first half. Needs to just kind of let the game come to her. Kimmett, off-balance shot, no good. There's Erfurt off the feed. Nice pass, and she's got 2.
Yeah. Titans, 4 offensive rebounds in the first minute of the game. I'm sure that might have been something that was discussed because they are going out after the ball as a vengeance.
Ottoville swinging it around. Turbin will kick it out front. Reset the offense against this man-to-man defense being employed by the Lady Titans. 37-35, OG by 2. And there's a body foul right there against Olivia Grodhouse.
Just didn't throw that leg to get in front of her, and unfortunately kind of caught her with her hip and got, as they say in the business, a cheap one there.
Turbin will swing it out top.
Nice cut.
Brinkman with a nice feed. Shot won't fall. Out of bounds. It will go the other direction to OG.
Good cut by Kester. She's getting overplayed, went back door. A good pass. Just didn't finish it.
OG had some problems against that full court pressure in the opening half, and for right now, the Big Green have decided we're going to fall back and probably use it at another opportune time. And there's a three-pointer for OG. Carly Brinkman nailing the Northwest Ohio recycling three-point shot. Biggest lead of the ball game now for the Lady Titans at 40-35. Three-point shot for Ottoville is going to be banged home.
Good.
Paige Turnwald.
Yeah, it's a great shot by Paige. She's wide open. She's got to make them pay for not guarding her. Good drop off by Groothouse.
Kimmett comes right back at the other end. Her first field goal of the second half.
Again, she's kind of been feasting down there at the block, right? She's getting down there. Her guard friends are giving her the ball.
Turbin comes right back with her own Northwest Ohio recycling three-point shot.
Carly Turbin says, not too fast. You don't want to guard me. I'm going to make you pay. Kester with the hands in there. Good job.
Turnover against OG, their first of the second half. Pull-up shot by Brooklyn Kester is good. Her first field goal of the second half. And it's just like that, back from a 5-point lead to a 1-point lead at 43-42. Herford driving the key. Nice dish to Kester. Foul on the play, and it won't fall, but Kimmett will go to the free throw line. This will be another Wapakoneta Ford free throw attempt for Caitlin Kimmett.
Didn't see how many fouls that is on two on Paige Turnwald there.
Second free throw now by Caitlin Kimmett. She averages 11. She's already got 14 this afternoon.
Gracie Lammers and Greta Liebrich check in from Titans. As also, Kate Turnwald checked in and got a terrible.
First turnover of the second half against Ottoville as traveling call is made.
Kendall Schnipke and Riley Wertberger also check in for the Ottoville Big Green.
Open shot out front, in and out. Kimmett with the rebound. Won't fall.
Good defense there by Schnipke.
Turbin will push the basketball to the other end. That might have been a double dribble.
Yeah, or a foul. But I think Ottoville will take the three by Kester there, I believe.
Yes, that's her first three-pointer of the second half, second one of the ball game, and now it's Ottoville back out on top at 46-43. And a turnover on OG as they get a little sloppy with the pass on the sideline.
I think Gracie Lammers got a little spooked there with the defensive pressure and was more worried about who was coming up than catching the basketball, as, again, pretty much at every break in the action, there's one or two players coming in for the Titans or the Big Green.
Turbin out top. Quickly to Kester. She'll drive. Nice backdoor cut, but it's defended nicely that time by Gracie Lammers. And now a nice penetration drive,
yes,
and
it was.
Shot just off the rim. Nice effort that time, though, by Kendall Schnipke.
Yeah, good job by Greta Liebrich boxing out and go getting that one.
OG now trailing by 3 with an opportunity to draw to within 1 or even tie it with a three-pointer. That was a travel. Yep.
Yeah.
OG with only 4 turnovers in the first half, and now they've had 3 in the third quarter alone.
Yeah. Good job of these coaches. Keep, the pace of this game and the scoring has been fast and furious as all the coaches are subbing in these people, giving them 30, 40 seconds, a minute break, playing about 8 or 9 players and doing a good job of using their whole roster.
Good passing by the Big Green of Ottoville as Turnwald will dish it out on top to Kester. OG still in that man-to-man defense. Kester fires and hits.
That might be about her fifth or sixth three, I believe.
I've got her for 4. Maybe I'm off, though.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's now the largest lead of the game for the Lady Green at 49-43. That is until Herford decides to put up her 9th point of the evening, and it's now 49-45.
And she's so strong. I just don't know how Ottoville can stop her if she wants to do that every possession. At least she can get that close and get that shot. I don't know if she's going to make everyone, but I don't think Ottoville is strong enough to keep her out of the paint. We'll see if Titans exploit that in the last quarter and a half here.
Brooklyn Kester with 18 to lead all scorers in this ball game. 3-point shot no good. Rebound comes off to the Lady Titans, and they will push it down the floor with 2:20 left here in the third quarter.
Great box out there by Madison McKee, not Madeline, sorry.
There's Erford again. 3-pointer in and out. Rebound comes right back to
Carly.
OG. Erford cuts. Nice pass. Shot won't fall, but she does draw the foul. Nice pass that time by Carly Brinkman.
Yes. Carson probably should have won one more dribble finish. Could have been an and one for her, but instead she had to jump through the lane and just quite not get far enough.
Another Wapakoneta Ford free throw for Carson Erford, and she drills the first one. She's now in double figures at 10 points.
Kimmett back in, and Carly Turbin back in, and Schnipke as well.
Feels like they just lose a little something when Kimmett has to leave the floor. She's really noticeable in there.
She's done a good job of getting to the open spot and having those guards able to find her for some easy finishes as well as some easy putbacks.
Turbin to Turbin. They'll reset this green offense, swing it around near side to Turnwald. She's not afraid to cut it loose either. Nice pass back out on top to Turnwald. She wants to launch the three, just can't find it. Turbin will. No, but her sister's there for the rebound.
Nobody boxed out Carly. That's the bad part of playing this zone. They didn't know who they had, and you know, you go to somebody and usually somebody comes behind it and you can get a wide open basket there.
18 now for Carly Turbin to lead all scorers. Kimmett has 16 for OG. Final minute 15 to play in the third quarter. Matching their largest lead at 5. Three-pointer. Oh, the bank is always open.
Especially on Saturday.
Carly Brinkman banks it home for her 11th point. We have a timeout after the three-point Northwest Ohio recycling field goal. And 1 minute to play in the third quarter. It's 51-49. Don't forget you can stream the WOSN channel anytime, anywhere for just $8 a month. Download it now from Roku or Apple TV, or sign up at appnetwosn.tv. 51-49, Ottoville by 2. Final minute of this third quarter as Ottoville tries to reset offensively and protect their 2-point lead and possibly look for the last shot. Turbin out top. Head and shoulder fake, drives, kisses it off glass, no good. And Kimmett with a strong offensive rebound for OG, and now the Lady Titans can tie it or take the lead to end this third quarter.
I thought Erica was going to get that rebound. She had good position, but Kimmett just fought through her. Size matters there. She got in there. Nice move. Rewards herself with a great effort.
Kimmett now with 16. And it's a 51-51 ball game with 25 seconds left to play third quarter. They'll kick it inside. Kendall Schnipke knocked off her feet, and that'll be a blocking foul against the Lady Titans. Looks like it's going to go against Madison McKee.
No, it's Caitlin Grodhouse, 22.
Okay.
Yep. It's hard to see from up here.
Yes, we're a little blocked up here.
Yes, we are. So, Grodhouse kind of got a trip foul there, I believe.
Green of Ottoville. 12 seconds remaining, third quarter. Turbin off to Turnwald for the three. Off the heel
Good
of the
box,
rim.
Carly
Great
Brinkman.
box out. And that will do it for the third quarter. Well, we have gained nothing and lost nothing since the opening tip. We're tied 51-51 as we head to the final 8 minutes right here on WOSN. Back at Robert Hermiller Gymnasium here in Ottawa as the Lady Titans and the Lady Green of Ottoville are tied up at 51-51. Lynn Passett, Scott Mag along with you this afternoon on WOSN. Thank you for joining us. The Ultimate Outdoor Scoreboard is all tied up as we hit the final 8 minutes. OG's Erford swinging it around to the far wing. Nice pass inside. The Roadhouse has her second bucket of the afternoon, and the tie is broken at 53-51.
Titans need to give Liv Roadhouse back in this game. She's been plagued by foul trouble the whole game. At least this is the fourth quarter. She can play aggressively and see if she can get some baskets for the Titans.
This is Turnwald out top for the Big Green. She'll drive off the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to OG. This has been a back and forth affair all afternoon.
Yeah.
Nice.
So good. There
Nice
she is,
shot
back-to-back buckets.
Olivia Grodehouse. She's got 6, and it's a 4-point Lady Titan lead at 55-51.
4 in the quarter. Kester, sizing up a 3. Threw it away, thinking Schnipke was cutting. Right idea.
Kimmett with the hands right there to make the steal. And now OG could take their largest lead of the ball game. Erford driving off balance,
There
no
she
good.
is again, 3 and a quarter.
Roadhouse is there again. And a timeout is taken by Ottoville. It's been the Olivia Grodehouse start to the third quarter. She's got 6. OG leads by 6. We're back after this. Well, quite a surcharge for the OG Lady Titans to start the third quarter. Olivia Grodehouse with 6 straight points to open the quarter. And the Lady Titans have now opened up their largest lead of the ball game at 57-51.
Good timeout by the Ottoville Big Green. I'm sure number 3 in white is being addressed that somebody better box her out, because she is feasting on the offensive glass.
Turnwald being hounded out on top. Dishes down low. Nothing there as Kimmett shuts down the baseline. They'll kick it back out on top. And Turbin will reset the offense. And she is really being face guarded by Erford. Nice drive, off balance shot. Goes up by Kester, won't fall. Rebound comes to OG. They'll quickly pass it down to Erford, and she's got the numbers, and she'll go right to the hole and draw the foul. Carson Erford will head to the Wapakoneta Ford free throw line. Wapakoneta Ford, make sure you check out their new, used, and pre-owned inventory at wapakoneta.ford.net or visit them at 613 North Dixie Highway in Wapakoneta. First free throw for Carson Erford is good. She has 11 now. She averages 15 a ball game. Shooting 78% at the free throw line. And she gets them both. Now a new largest lead of the ball game. It's at 8, 59-51.
Titans have done a good job. Carly Turbin hasn't had many touches this quarter, and now Titans up by 8. Look for the Big Green to get number 14, the basketball in green. Yep.
They're looking for,
yes,
but
they are.
She's being held in check. Good defense by the Lady Titans right now. Turnwald with nowhere to go, or check that, that's Kester. Turbin driving, off balance shot goes off glass, no good. Rebound comes off to Kimmett. And now OG, I'm sure, will be content to move the basketball around and take some time off the clock. Especially with Ottoville down by 8.
Kind of getting them outside, getting them away from the basket, increase those driving lanes and get to the rim just like that.
Wangels off glass, won't fall. Will come the other direction. Turbin against Erford. Errant pass.
Yep.
9 turnovers on the ball game, and now OG in desperate need of a timeout, and they will get it. We will take a timeout as well. 4:41 remaining in the ball game. It's OG on top by 8. (59-51). Lady Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf on top of the Lady Green of Ottoville. And Lady Green have hit 8 3-pointers in this ball game, but right now it seems like Ottawa-Glandorf is taking that away from them. They're saying, you're going to beat us with 2s right now.
Right, yeah, and they're doing a good job of keeping the ball out of Carly Turbin's hands, and she was kind of the straw that stirred the drink there the first half, and she got hers, but she also got she got Kester shots, and she got her sister Erica shots, and she hadn't touched it in 4 minutes. So I guarantee something's set up for her to get a shot this next time down.
OG very content to just play movement basketball. We're going to move, pass, and cut, and if we can take 25, 30 seconds off the clock with each possession, that's exactly what they'll do.
And you also got to get to 5 fouls before you get them to the foul line. So Titans are probably going to spread you out and try to see, hey, if you're going to overplay, we're going to try to get to the basket. And Caitlin Kimmett's usually hanging out at the foul line, or she goes right to the rim. And Titans have been doing a good job of trying to get her the basketball as Carly Turbin commits her first foul, team third.
Yep, got a little handsy and pushy from behind, and that will draw the foul. This is the type of game where I don't like the new free throw situation of no 1-and-1s, because it used to be you could get yourself back into the ball game with pressure free throws, and now there's not really much pressure on the 2-shot fouls. And Kimmett puts it back up and in.
Look here, Johnny on the spot. She's living on that left block all game. 20 for her, 20 of the 61, and I bet you the vast majority right there of that left block.
Nice pass inside. Schnipke can't get it to fall, but she is fouled, and she will head to the Wapakoneta Ford free throw line.
Her first. Really, no one really Titans with any fouls other than Liv Grodhouse, and she spent, she's not going to foul anymore. She spent half this game on the bench.
And Kendall Schnipke looking for her first points of the ball game. I would have never dreamt that she would be scoreless in the fourth quarter.
She's had some good looks. Just unfortunate for her, she hadn't been able to put it in the basket. Ottoville is on almost a 4.5-minute drought here.
Second free throw by Schnipke. It does go, so she's got her first points. That breaks the ice on the Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. 61-52, OG by 9.
Kind of trapping out of this a little bit and trying to speed the Titans up, maybe force them to shoot a basket, but good job by Megan Horseman, the senior, realized that, yes, I was wide open, but we need to run the clock a little bit. Good job by the Titans.
And normally in some of these positions, you'd see them drive to the hole, but right now, time is their friend. 3:13 remaining in the ball game.
Tough pass. That's a long pass from about half court all the way to the block. I think Coach Yant would much rather refer that to make one more pass, maybe swing it to the wing and then down in.
Not sure if I'm correct, but I've only got Ottoville with 2 turnovers this whole second half. They've played very error-free.
Yes.
They just haven't shot as well.
Correct. Good job by Carly to get to the rim. Titans has been peppering the shot chart right there at that left block all game.
This is a must-score situation for Ottoville, and they come out empty off the missed 3-point shot.
A little bit rushed, a little bit forced. It wasn't like she was making her threes in the flow of the offense. Now, unfortunately, they're down 11, and they're trying to get back by shooting quick threes.
Ottoville was making hay on that Northwest Ohio Recycling 3-point line in the first half, but it's kind of been rejected here in the second half.
Yeah, I think maybe they just kind of ran out a little bit of gas. Titans guards just too deep, and that pressure eventually wears on you.
Brinkman with the dribble. No penetration there. She'll kick it off to Kister, or Kimmett. Kimmett back out at the top of the key, and again, they're just going to be content to work that clock. holding an 11-point lead at 63-52.
Get it out of that corner. Good job. Oh, Carson.
Looked like a turnover that time on a travel, but
sure was.
no whistle. So we play on. Turbin will drive. Kick it off to Turnwald. Now Turbin with the three, not gonna fall.
Those shot of the quarter.
Those were falling in the opening 2 quarters.
Yes, they were. And she had a good look there. Good. She hadn't touched it in 5 minutes.
Down to the final 2 minutes of this one. And it looks like OG is going to sneakily pull away.
Nice cut, Liv. Just did good hustle by the Turbin twins to come away with that ball.
Only thing OG doesn't like in this second half has been the amount of turnovers. Northwest Ohio Recycling 3-point shot no good by Ottoville, but a timeout taken by OG. Will do the same, 1:36 remaining. It's OG by 11. (63-52), Ottawa-Glandorf on top on the Ultimate Outdoor Scoreboard. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Lynn Passett, Scott Mag with you from Ottawa-Glandorf High School. Lady Titans trying to preserve this 11-point lead with 1:36 remaining on the scoreboard. It'll be Big Green basketball under their own hoop. They circle the 3-point line, hoping that they can cash in on one. They really need points in a hurry. Here's Turbin off the front of the rim. Kimmett with a rebound.
Both last couple shots just been short. And again, I think the Titans got her legs and everything's just a little short. I admire the Ottoville Big Green coaching staff. They were subbing girls in and out trying to save legs, but I really do think a lot of the shots, Kester's shots, a couple of them were short today. I think the fourth quarter, the leg monster got the Big Green, the shots that you mentioned earlier that they were making in the first half.
Yeah, they were definitely falling in the first half. Second half, they've had open looks. They're just off the back or the front of the rim, and usually when it's off the front of the rim, you're starting to see the legs are tight. You're not getting that jump.
Yep.
Kimmett hits them both.
And the lift in your jump shot and the follow through, and you know, you gotta give it just a little bit more when you're tired. And you know, they had to play so hard defensively to try to keep the Titans away from the basket. Liv hasn't committed a foul in a while. She probably realized, yeah, I gotta get another one.
Caitlin Kimmett leads all scorers with 22 points here this afternoon. Nice drive by Kester.
Good job by Carly. Knocked that one
steal.
away.
Only the third turnover of the second half. Erford now knocks home another field goal for her 14th point. And this one is now history at 67-52 down to the final minute.
Good job by the Titans, doing a good job. Still harassing the ball carriers, making it so hard for them to get into the paint. And the loose balls, 50-50 balls are coming away the Titans.
Ottoville in chase, but it's all for naught. They trail by 15 in the final 40 seconds. They kept it close for a long time today, but just kind of ran out of gas.
Still playing hard. Good job getting on the first on the floor is Kester. Good job by her to get it out to
Turnwald.
Turnwald, yeah.
And a timeout taken by the Big Green. We will just keep it right here so we have a chance to kind of talk about what has transpired this afternoon. 30 seconds remaining in this one, and it looks like Ottawa-Glandorf, other than the turnovers, I have them with 7 in the second half. That's about the only thing that really has gone not their way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, as we kind of touched on earlier, I think their defensive pressure wore down the Big Green, and they just didn't have an answer. And if you look out here on the floor right now, he's got some tired girls that's going to sleep probably pretty good this afternoon, or not tonight for sure, that they played their tails off. It just, like you mentioned, they had shots. They just came up a little bit too short, didn't score much. They only scored 3 points here in this fourth quarter. You can't beat the Titans only scoring 3 points in a quarter.
Nope, and I think that 58% or 56% shooting is probably more down around 40% in this half.
And the Titans are probably close to low 50s, high 49s, but they just got so many more extra shots. They got a lot of offensive rebounds, and the shots they did get were 2 feet and in.
and therefore they came away victorious here today.
Lady Titans will dribble it out or hold it out, and that is it. They win this one by 13 at 67-54. We're back to recap this afternoon's contest right after this on WOSN. Welcome back out to Robert Hermiller Gymnasium in Ottawa, where the Lady Titans have just taken care of the Big Green Lady Ottoville 67-54. And I think the story is it was 51-51 at the end of three. Ottoville only scores 3 points in the entire fourth quarter. Good job defensively by Ottawa-Glandorf of really clamping down, and it was the defense and it was also the missed opportunities then for Ottoville.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do really think that the Titans kind of wore them out. It became a game of nutrition, right? Because both teams played so hard and had a battle back and forth. And every time out there was 3 or 4 subs by both teams. They were doing a good job of cycling in their bench. But towards the end there, when the Titans took the lead, they got it with their starters, and their starters played the vast majority of the fourth quarter, and that's kind of what the coaches did. They subbed the first 3 quarters to get to the fourth quarter. Same thing as Ottoville, but unfortunately for the Titans is they had enough, and their shots that they were getting were 2 feet from the basket, and Ottoville was settling for contested threes with hands in their faces. So I think the defensive pressure for the Titans in the fourth quarter was a lot better than the Big Greens. But, you know, my hat's off to Ottoville. They played their tails off. Those 9 or so girls that played sure gave it everything they got. And you mentioned on air, they had open looks. They just were just a little bit short. You know, if they make half of those, this might be a win for the Big Green, or, you know, the score says 13 points, but that game was not a 13-point Titan victory. It was Ottoville gave them everything they wanted.
Absolutely, and congratulations to Caitlin Kimmett. She's our leading scorer for both teams this afternoon with a game-high 22. Also, Carson Erford had 14 for Ottawa-Glandorf, and Carly Brinkman had 12. On the Ottoville side of things, a big afternoon, 18 points for Carly Turbin, and also 18 points for Brooklyn Kester. That will do it from here at Ottawa-Glandorf. Our thanks to our scoreboard sponsor, Ultimate Outdoor, Wapakoneta Ford for sponsoring the free throws, and for Northwest Ohio Recycling, they had our 3-point sponsorship taken care of this afternoon. For Scott Mag, I'm Lynn Passett. So long from Ottawa-Glandorf. Again, our final score, OG over Ottoville, 67-54.